Imagine two founders identical on paper, same market, same funding, same talent. One burns out in a blaze of bad decisions. The other builds an empire quietly for decades. The difference, it's not their IQ, their business plan, or their hustle. It's their psychology. The single most important and most overlooked variable in business. This is your CEO brief on Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money, the timeless lessons on risk, wealth, and building to last. We treat money as math. Spreadsheets are clean. Burn rates are logical, but you don't make these decisions in a spreadsheet. You make them in a boardroom under pressure with your co founders staring at you. That's where emotions hijack logic. Fear makes you sell equity too cheap. Greed makes you overhire before you have product market fit. Ego makes you chase a shiny pivot instead of doing the boring work. We all have a unique money history, growing up in poverty or privilege that shapes our biases, and we all underestimate the role of luck. The result, 90% of startups fail due to cash flow mismanagement. Not a bad product, a bad psychological relationship with money. Let's fix that. Every unicorn you see had invisible tailwinds, right timing, a chance meeting with a key hire, a market shift they didn't predict. Bill Gates, impossibly smart. He also had the rare luck of being born in 1950s Seattle with access to a high school computer, a one in a million opportunity that amplified his skill. But the risk is the invisible twin of luck. The same bold bets that created the unicorn wiped out 1,000 other companies. The CEO lesson: stop trying to be brilliant, become obsessed with survival. Don't plan for your projections, plan for your projections being wrong. Build a maniacal room for error. Aim for 18 to 24 months of runway, not 12. Conservative cash flow is a competitive advantage because a dead company can't compound. In finance, rational means optimizing for the highest number. In the real world, you need to be reasonable, optimizing for what you can actually stick with. Why? Because of compounding. Tail events, that one big customer or funding round, dominate outcomes, but compounding is what wins wars. Warren Buffett, 99% of his net worth was earned after his 50th birthday, 95% after 65. That's not brilliance, that's the power of patience. The CEO application. Stop copying VC moonshots. They are betting on extreme outliers. You need to bet on the boring, consistent stuff. a 1% weekly improvement in retention, a relentless focus on customer service, and save cash not just for a rainy day, but so you have the flexibility to say no to bad deals and yes to right people on your terms. Here's a critical distinction: being rich and being wealthy are not the same. Rich is what you see: the big office, the new car, the expensive dinner. That's often signaling it can be sign of fragility or spending to look successful. Wealth is the opposite. Wealth is hidden. It's the money not spent. It's the investments not made. It's the cash in the bank. The assets quietly compounding. The true power of money is the independence it buys, the ability to work with who you want, when you want, for as long as you want. The CEO action: detach your self worth from company's valuation. Bootstrap what you can. Separate your personal net worth from business. Hidden cash in your personal life buys you optionality, the power to walk away from bad deal or wait for the perfect talent. That hidden control is true wealth. Let's translate this into action for your next 7 days. On runway risk. Audit your burn. Cut 10% from your non-core funding. Personally, build a 6 months emergency buffer completely separate from your company. Your stability is a company asset. On growth and greed, define what's enough looks like for your next fundraise, your next hire, your next product line. Ask, are you doing this to build the business or to feed your ego? This simple question stops the greed trap. On mindset, add one question to your weekly review. Does this decision have room to be wrong? Track your behavioral pattern as closely as your KPIs. Did fear make you say no? Did greed make you say yes? Here are the 5 principles to take to your next board meeting. Luck and risk are twins. Never attribute success entirely to skilled. Build error margins. Survival is the only path to compounding. Be reasonable, not rational. You have to live with your decisions. Wealth is optionality. It's what you don't spend. Control your behavior. That's the only thing you truly control. Your brief is now complete. Apply just one of these decisions differently this week. Master the psychology of money, and your startup doesn't just survive, it compounds steadily for decades. This is the CEO Brain